We just watched Ahsoka episode 7, and
Yep.
I got to tell you, Nick, I thought it was the best episode from Ahsoka by far. I
Yeah.
am now feeling this. I'm just going to say it. I'm just going to say it. Go ahead and just rip the Band-Aid off. Some of you are going to disagree. That's fine. You don't ever know what the internet's going to say, but for me, it was a 10. It was a legitimate 10.
Yeah, it's not quite 10 for me, but man, I give it a 9. I hope everybody just watch this whole review to the end. Guys, this episode was great from start to finish. I loved every second of this episode. Best episode so far. Let's go ahead.
I
and
got
break
a couple of
down.
questionable things, but I'm still giving it a 10. But
yeah,
anyways.
but they were minor, So yeah,
True,
let's get into it. This is great. I'm actually excited for once.
Finally, we get to praise the crap. Here we go. Let's go. All right, everybody, welcome back to the channel. We are now getting into this. So, Ahsoka episode 7. Nick, I got to tell you, the very beginning, New Republic. We're seeing Mon Mothma, the Senate meeting, and we saw a few Hall of Famers show up.
Yeah,
we see Admiral Akbar.
Yep. Even though he didn't say anything, I was like, why? Why are you going to have him there and not let him speak?
Why?
Oh,
why
so
would
dumb.
he be sitting there and not say a word, dude?
Like the drop balls in this show are just mind-boggling to me. Like, really?
Don't give all of our Star Wars people sports references. Only like 10% will get it.
Yeah.
but yeah, you're exactly right. They're fumbling the ball, everybody. Yeah. Admiral Akbar is there. Give him a line. My gosh. Okay. Well,
instead, you got the other idiot over there that's obviously probably secret Imperial, who's just trying to gloss over the whole thing. I'm just like, God, I hope this guy gets found out and dies.
I don't think he's secret Imperial. I think he's just an idiot.
Yeah, that's also a good possibility because the New Republic seems to be pretty stupid.
Yeah. So at the end of the meeting, Princess Leia, Senator Leia, calls or sends help in the form of C-3PO. So it was really cool seeing C-3PO again and hearing Anthony Daniels' voice.
Yeah.
It was nice, but I gotta say, it took me out of it a little bit when Mon Mothma stands up and looks at C-3PO. Like she revered this droid that just
this is royalty of droids here.
Yeah.
Everyone in the room must stand up when 3PO enters the room.
Why are you here?
Yeah.
And I know some people are going to be like, well, it's because he's Leia's droid. No. She was like doing that in reverence to him walking in, like he's the golden deity on Endor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry. That I felt was kind of lame.
Yeah.
You agree?
Yeah, 100%. And the other thing I noticed, I don't know if 3PO's got back issues now, but he was leaning back the whole time. Like, I don't ever remember seeing him lean back like that in the prequels, in the OG Star Wars, ever. Literally, go rewatch that scene in the episode. He is leaning back the whole time. And it was weird. I'm I was like, oh, cool. Anthony Daniels is here. 3PO's back. That's cool. But why is he standing like that?
Subscribe or unsubscribe from Aegis Space Network.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, you're right. So I thought it was kind of cool when they said something about droids, like that stupid general or senator.
Oh, and then Chopper got offended.
And Chopper's like,
yeah.
I thought that was good.
You offended me. You must be canceled now.
I thought that was good. So then we go to Ahsoka. We transition. They roll the Ahsoka splash screen, and so decent beginning. But the main hang up there was Akbar not getting a line, and then the whole C-3PO entrance was Like we honor and revere that. We don't need to see Mon Mothma doing it.
Yeah.
Mon Mothma standing up.
And it still irritates me. She looks the exact same age. She looks younger now than in Return of the Jedi. Like, could you not have like aged her a little bit and made her hair more like the actress from Jedi?
Disney's losing money. They can't. They're out. They're out of funds. They can't do it. Look, hey, we can't have Leia in the show, so let's send C-3PO.
Yeah, let's just name drop her and we'll throw 3PO in there.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, have some other have some other actor, which I'm curious to find out if Anthony Daniels actually was in the suit or if he just did the voice.
I bet he was. I mean, I don't know. I'm just guessing. I didn't look at the credits.
It wouldn't surprise me, honestly, either way.
All right. So, look, let's continue. Anakin, the training protocol. Ahsoka is training on her ship while she's traveling in hyperspace with the Purgle. And she's going through Anakin's final lesson training Ahsoka. And she is listening to it and paying attention to it. Hu Yang walks in. They have a conversation. And while we watched it, our patrons saw it on Patreon. You said it. So I was totally moved by it. You know, I remember seeing that. I guess it was Clone Wars or maybe Rebels, but I think it was. I don't remember. But we've seen the Anakin Sabine or Anakin Ahsoka training sequence before in animation. And when I saw that resonated and I loved it. I loved that. You know, my mother passed away and I still had set almost 6 years ago, and I still have her voicemails on my phone, and I always will, because I will always go back and be able to hear them. And I actually have them saved just in case the phone, something happens. But, you know, I thought that was kind of cool, but then you said you took it to another level and I was like, oh, the moment was kind of a fail.
Yeah. Yeah, so in that moment, I was like, you know, this is a cool scene in all. Like I didn't hate it or anything. Like, the scene was fine, but how much cooler would it have been if it would have been Force Ghost Anakin? They already got him to film this part. Why not
real time?
Yeah, why not just let him be a Force Ghost and sit there and talk to her? You know,
he shows up and actually gives her a real training session.
Yeah, a real lesson. You know,
exactly.
That would have been far, far better than the little old recording, you know, from the Clone Wars.
That would have been better than what we got in Episode 5 when we still don't know what the hell that was.
Yeah, 100%. So it's just another missed opportunity. Like, I wish I could be in the writer's room when they're doing this and be like, you know, that's cool, but how much cooler would it be if you did it this way?
Yeah,
you know,
I agree.
Again, it's just like they got their finger off the pulse of the fan base.
You see, to all the people who are gonna comment, well, why don't you just write since you got all the enters? The people in the comments that are going to say that, Nick just told you what he would do, and it would clearly be better.
Yeah.
All right, so let's continue here. Hu Yang and Ahsoka have this back and forth conversation after the training segment. I thought it was good. They're traveling. They're in the cockpit of the ship, and Hu Yang's like, hey, you know, the odds are terrible. And Ahsoka's like, well, I think they're good. You know, they're having this really kind of comical back and forth, but it was very reminiscent of, it was a callback to Han and C-3PO on the Falcon and Empire. Right. And at one point, Hu Yang even said, as they're getting attacked in the minefield, that will be pulverized. And I was like, there's another one. You know, go ahead.
It's so funny that Star Wars is gotten to the point to where it's referencing Star Wars all the time.
Don't they have a word for that where something references itself? They said it.
I guess you could call it a callback. I mean, there might be another.
There's another word for it. I can't remember, but they said it a lot about the last Matrix movie. I can't remember.
Somebody in the comment section will probably know the word we're trying to think of, but yeah, it's constantly referencing Star Wars that's come before it. It's copying and pasting moments from old Star Wars in this, and it's like, like we've already seen and gotten that.
Yeah.
Give us something new. Dave Filoni, you're supposed to be the Star Wars guru in charge now. Why are you having to pull from
Yeah.
old Star Wars stuff? It just every once in a while, like just a throw in there thing,
Sure.
isn't really that big of a deal, but it seems to be a constant in this show.
Yeah. So then we get Thrawn having a conversation with Morgan Elsbeth, and he's laying out his plans a little bit. Every single time in the episode where he like says something about what is happening in his plan or whatever, or gives an order. Every time he gives an order, Morgan Elsbeth's like, "Wait a minute, that don't seem
She's
right.
questioning him.
What?
Yeah.
I don't." And she questions literally everything he says. He needs to go
Yeah.
take a piss. She's going to question it. Like
Yeah.
it's nonstop. And I get it for storytelling. They're using the conversation between the two, so we know what's in his head, and it does show him as the brilliant tactician that he ought to be. That was shown on a deeper level in this episode, I thought. He is so forward thinking, and he plainly, clearly sees the pieces as they are laid out, and he's very strategic in what he's doing, and I thought that was good. But here's where the episode took a turn, Nick, and that is when they go to Ezra and Sabine.
Oh,
They're
yeah. The
they're
episode
having
just drops.
they're having
Falls off a cliff.
oh gosh, they're having a conversation riding in a pod, and it looks stupid in the very beginning. And
She like just wakes up from a nap. You sleep okay? Yeah.
So we hear the tail end of the conversation where Ezra's like, the emperor, the rebellion won. There was
the Empire was defeated.
They fought. The Empire was defeated. They fought on Endor. The emperor died, and then Sabine says, "That's what people say."
Yeah, so they say.
Oh,
So they say. Like nah. They say he's dead, but really he's not, because he comes back, and he's alive the whole time.
That was Star Wars to a T right there.
Yeah. And then the video you dropped with the decoding of Balin's
Nothing
thing
burger.
with Ben.
Nothing burger.
Yeah, that was just thrown in there. I don't think that's going to mean anything. But Ben, their child, Kylo Ren was literally named in that. So it's just more confirmation. Dave Filoni is not doing anything with this to retcon the sequels. This is all leading to Jake Soywalker.
Let's stay on the episode. Trilogy. Yep, I'm with you. So they're still having the conversation. Does Sabine think Ahsoka is dead? Because Ezra asks her, "Is Ahsoka coming?" And she says,
"It's complicated."
It's complicated.
Yeah.
And then we find out 10 minutes later, she thought Ahsoka was dead. It's complicated. That doesn't look like somebody that just lost somebody that they loved. It's complicated.
How'd you get here? It's complicated. How are we getting back? It's complicated. Well, where's Ahsoka?
Ezra was like, wait a minute.
Complicated.
You thought Ahsoka died? What?
Yeah. She tells him nothing, and then he just laughs it off like, okay, I guess I'll just get no answers, and that's okay. So, it's just the moments between them, the stupidity of the writing for these characters in these moments is just cringe.
So Ahsoka reaches out to Sabine through the Force. They had that Luke Leia moment. Leia, hear me.
Yeah.
They had that moment. She doesn't even
have the Force. She can't even move a cup.
Well, Leia really didn't either.
Yeah, but she came from a line of.
Oh, okay. I'm just saying. I get it. But yeah, it didn't seem that Sabine should have been able to commune with her. But okay. And she even says in the episode, "I suck at the Force."
Yeah.
Take the lightsaber, Ezra, please.
Yeah. But I mean, I'll give all that whole thing with her a pass. It's something that kind of stuck out to me. Like, she's always talking about how she can't use the Force, or do anything. She doesn't feel anything. So I guess a Force user can just communicate with anybody, long
Yeah.
distance.
Balin, we find out that Balin is on a different path. He tells Shin Hati to go with Thrawn and be a part of the new empire. His path going somewhere else. And then we get like a 10-second close-up visual of him in contemplation. And we have no clue what he is contemplating.
It's a secret.
Here we are in episode 7, the penultimate episode. Next week is the end, and we still don't know what the hell he wants.
Yeah, or what he's doing, or what his plan is.
But he's the most interesting character in this series.
Yeah, talk about Jar Jar Abrams, Mr. Mystery Box Theater, man. He took he like literally took it right out of his book for this show, because it is constant. Like we still don't know what's in the pods, the cargo that they're loading. We don't know anything. We don't know what the plans are.
Nothing.
Like it's just like just watch and you'll just find out. I mean,
no clue.
Give us at least an idea of what's happening here.
Storyteller not filling in the details, just like in every episode. There's like, what does that even mean?
Yeah.
So look, I know we seem very negative right now. I still gave the episode a 10 because this episode was saved. It was totally saved. I am not kidding. The episode became a 10 the moment Ezra Bridger stood up and said, "Whoopa whoopa."
Yeah, same.
Whoopa whoopa.
I gave it a 9 because of that. In the talking with the little Ninja Turtle rock creatures, and he was like, "Whoompa whoompa," and I was like, best episode ever, best episode ever. So if you guys have gotten this far in the review, obviously you guys can have figured out that our initial first part of this video score reaction was total BS.
Can't wait to read the comments. Can't wait to read the comments. And look, here's the thing. If you enjoyed it, we always say it. Great. We are so glad that you enjoyed it. But we're going to be authentic and we're going to tell you what we really think. And we're telling you why. We're telling you why.
Yeah.
So
we're
here
not
we
just
go.
Like, oh, it was crap.
So Ahsoka versus Balin. Ahsoka shows up.
Again.
They square off. It's only been 2 episodes.
Yeah.
But I get it. It needed to happen because we don't know what's going to happen in the next episode. So I guess it's going to be bigger. Whatever happens in the next episode should be bigger than the Balin Ahsoka rematch. That's why we got it in this episode. So it might have been too much to throw that in there too in the last episode. But maybe they meet again. I wouldn't be shocked if we don't see him again because there was no conclusion. And they had a better fight this time. Ahsoka was much more like at ease and fighting and, doing a little smack talking and stuff. So I thought
Ahsoka the White now. I figured she would have just wrecked that dude.
Yeah.
I guess not.
That's what I said too. Yeah. I thought she was just going to slice through him like a hot knife through butter. Let's see. We also, during that time, had the Ezra Sabine versus Shin Hati and all the stormtroopers. Yeah. And Ezra's just running around going, Thriller!
Yeah. I don't need nothing. The Force is my ally.
Yeah. So he didn't want the lightsaber, nothing. He did pick up a blaster. Sabine gets shot more than the targets at the firing range.
Yeah. Her armor, the stormtroopers can only shoot and hit their target if that person has blaster proof armor on.
If the Empire got Mandalorian armor, they would be undefeated.
Yeah.
Like, just crazy. So I love the part where this was, definitely an indication of terrible writing, where Shin Hati is in control over these zombie stormtroopers who they will do whatever she commands. Yeah. And she literally screams, "Destroy them!" And what do they do?
Sit there and do nothing. And then he's like,
because
"Wait."
Ezra says, "Wait, don't
Yeah.
you want to make us prisoners?" And he starts
Yeah.
this. Man, why did the stormtroopers not start firing and kill them immediately?
Yeah, like, "Oh, he's speaking. Let's wait and hear
Oh,
what he has to say."
let's
She just said
let's
destroy him, but
let's hear him
let's hear
out.
what he's gotta say. We're
She
gonna
didn't really.
disobey the order.
Hey, Nick, she didn't really mean that. Let's hear him out.
Yeah, yeah. Let's make sure she really wants us to do this, you know?
Yeah.
It's so dumb. The writing and the directing for this, it's like, why would you have that moment in there? Like, just cut that out. Have
Yeah.
Ahsoka come in there and wreck them, not have this little stupid moment, destroy them and they all just sit there. And then the stormtroopers behind them, you get a shot of them, with their guns sitting there, and then
Oh,
it
yeah.
switches to another shot, and then it goes back there, and then they're just happen to be on
They're
the
all dead.
ground.
They're playing
Dead.
dead because they were afraid of Ahsoka because she shows up.
Yeah. And I'm just like, wait, how did they get taken out? They were just there standing there a minute ago.
They were taken out by the Woopa Woopa.
Yeah, I guess so. It's
Uh,
just
So look, we're going into episode 8 now, and Thrawn is like, time is on our side. They're leaving the galaxy. They're out. So what's going to happen? Is Ahsoka going to like chase them, or is Ahsoka going to prevent them from jumping? That's what I predict. Ahsoka stops them from jumping and leaving that galaxy. What is Balin's role in all that? I have no idea. I don't know. But look, let's go ahead and do it now. So my overall look, I normally go first for some reason. Why don't you go first this time?
so the episode started off pretty good for me.
Yeah, I agree.
Once it got to Ezra and Sabine,
Whoopa whoopa.
it fell off a cliff for me.
Whoopa whoopa.
The whole chase thing with the other bandits, the other red shirts that are just there to die, and the slingshots that they
Yeah,
were pulling
when
out.
all of that happened, it was
Boom, canceled. Yeah, it was nose diving. I was enjoying the episode. All right. It was probably like maybe a 7.5 for me up to that point. If you cut that out and then just add in the Thrawn stuff, and then the beginning part, it'd probably be like a 7.5 maybe. But the episode for a whole, start to finish, and all the issues I had with it, it's like most all the other ones. It's a 6 for me.
I was struggling between 6 and 5.5.
No.
It's definitely not 6.5. It is 6
No.
or below.
Yeah, yeah.
So
And this is right off of a first watch.
Yeah.
Our opinions normally change after we watch it again.
Here's the thing, dude.
Marinate on it.
I don't want to watch that again.
Yeah, oh, God.
Like the C3PO moment, Akbar not getting to say anything, whoopa whoopa,
Yeah.
Sabine being stupid, like she thought Ahsoka was dead, but she looks totally unaffected by that.
Yeah.
You're gonna put the entire galaxy in danger for a friend you've not seen in how many years?
Yeah.
But Ahsoka, your master and possible best friend, just died, and you look like you don't even care?
Yeah.
It's bad writing and directing.
Yeah. Yeah. It
Yeah,
is.
and here's the thing. When a director comes in for a singular episode like the one that we just got, they can't make all of the connections because they don't know everything like we see it episodes 1 through 7.
Yeah.
They probably never saw Rebels. They don't know the backstory and the meaning of her looking at him. It's complicated. Well, if you don't know what you're talking about, then that's a fine scene. But if you're a Star Wars fan, Sabine would never have been like that if she was afraid that Ahsoka actually died.
Yeah. Just rip the Band-Aid off already and just tell them everything. Tell them everything. You told them about the whole fall of the Empire and all that. Tell them everything else about how you got there, because just pushing the problem to the side isn't going to do anything. She's a dumb kid. You know what? After thinking about it, yeah, I'm dropping. It's a 5. This episode's a 5.
Bam. You heard it. You heard it. Well, I'm
Yeah.
staying put at a 6, but it's to hell with it. 5.5.
Yeah.
I'm dropping it. 5.5. I agree. We don't know Balin's plan. See, that's the thing.
Yeah.
I could sit
We
there
got
and
one episode left.
I could be
One.
entertained. I could be mindlessly entertained by things, but it still has to make some type of sense. There has to be some type of cohesion. There's so many things that just doesn't make sense. Here's the thing. So after 7 episodes, I will say this. I'm perfectly fine to say this right now. Dave Filoni, you suck as a showrunner. You suck
100%.
as a live action showrunner. Please don't do this anymore. Go help Jon Favreau and get The Mandalorian fixed if you could do that.
Yeah.
Go make Clone Wars season 8 because I trust you to you'll be great at that.
Yeah,
But
do the animation.
sucks. This sucks.
Yeah.
All right.
This could have been done so much better than what he's done with it. By far,
All right.
in my opinion.
And that's why we'll get into more of that later.
Yeah.
We'll get into more of that later. We're not going to tell you all our plans, but we got plans.
Yeah.
You are Echo Base Network. Let us know in the comments what you think. We'll holler at you after the next sucky episode.
Yeah. Bye, guys.